there when it comes to Alabama linebacker, edge rusher, Jihaad Campbell. I was really torn on this one, and I got two guys, and one of them's in on a top 30 visit announced yesterday and might be in that facility today or was yesterday, and that's Georgia defensive end Mykel Williams. These two guys are very, very similar. I'll just say this quickly about Mykel. He was a five-star, freak show, chatted with Cole Kubelik and Matt Stinchcomb, my buddies down there, that know line play and know the SEC, and both said about Mykel just like, oh my gosh, body by NFL, like just Calais Campbell, like just a massive guy who's got huge upside. But the engine didn't always rev. The injury bug was real. I'm out. I'm just out on that. Jihaad Campbell, very similar deal as far as body by, like, Jake, body by muscle, body by, like, five-star, New Jersey, everything. Like 6'3", 235 at the combine, 32.5-inch arms, 10.5-inch hands. Just a massive, massive athlete. And went from high school up in there in New Jersey to down to IMG Academy, Salk in Florida, to kind of even train and equip and build yourself up that much more to be a five-star, wanted by everybody in America. Ultimately settled on Nick Saban in Alabama, and then obviously change came to Alabama during his time there. But his playmaking, and especially last year, did not. What you hear about him and why I'm intrigued here and why I put him number 8. Possibility he's there at 18. There's a real possibility. Because he's one of these, in a good way, positionless players, and in a bad way, positionless players. Like, what are you? I think that there's guys like that appealing and appetizing to this D coordinator and head coach. Right? I get a Kyle Hamilton that I can put here and here and here. I got a Devin Witherspoon that I can put here and here and here. I got this guy that's 6'3", 235, runs 4'5", 1'5", 310, jumps out of the gym, and has done a little bit of everything in his career. I like that. And that Swiss Army knife, this was Campbell himself talking about his game, his play at the combine, and what he brings to the field.
I feel as though I'm Mr. Can do it all. I'm a Swiss Army knife, as I can say. I could boost to the A-gap. I could come off the edge. I could play middle runner, tempo 2. I could drop, strong hook curl, match, whatever you want me to do. I could play man-to-man on the receiver, tight end, running back, anything.
Texted his head coach yesterday. Didn't see Alabama this year. One of the challenges, Salk, of some of these profiles is I don't get down in SEC country. Certainly during the season, I could see some crossover and do certainly through the month of September. But I didn't get to see this guy in person, and that's where I lean into people that I really do trust. I can look at the numbers. I just spouted out all the numbers. I can look at his 13 starts last year, 117 tackles, 11.5 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, a pick. It is a stat-stuffing machine. The question and the critique, and when we ask DJ about him in 20 minutes, is going to be that I word. Be that I word that I don't necessarily love, that we heard about Boye Mafe a couple years ago, right? Who was similarly like 6'3", 250, run, jump. But what are your instincts when you're playing Will, when you're playing Sam, when you're playing Mike, when you're playing nickel edge pressure? Like, are you playing all those spots because we're just trying to put you in a position for success? Or do you have such a feel for the game that doesn't matter where you are, you're going to be a stat stuffer? He was a stat stuffer. So I asked Kalen yesterday, I don't know, I didn't get to see you guys this year. Tell me about Campbell. Awesome in all capital letters, exclamation points. Amazing personality. Loved by everyone. Humble. No job too big or too small. His smile is infectious. He is a culture guy, 1,000%. So, Kalen obviously is going to talk up his guys. He loves Tyler Booker as well. But, when you're kind of put in that camp, when people talk to you about you like they did Will Anderson or these guys, like, yeah, man, this is what you want. Alabama, Nick Saban done an amazing job, Salk, of turning out a lot of pros. Because what a lot of guys that come out of Titletown and Tuscaloosa have? They've cut off entitlement. I'm a 5-star, I'm a 5-star, I'm a 5-star, I'm a 4-star, I got paid, I'm a 4-star, I deserve this. No, you earn everything. You create your own value. That was implanted for 2 years with Nick. It was lit on fire this year with Kalen. He's a 3 years and out, big time talent that is just maybe just enough of a Swiss Army knife to carve through some of the NFL offenses that Mike McDonald's got to do.
That's an interesting one, Brock. Thanks for a great profile.